Happy New Year, guys! Hope everyone's had a fabulous holiday with family, loved ones, and friends, and hasn't had too much of a rough time trying to get back into the groove of things. Took me kind of almost like a week to figure out what day it was or what time it was. But here I am, and I am ready to do another tutorial with you guys. So I've been practicing, as you can see, I've been practicing dahlias. I figured let's change it up, done so many peonies, and look at that. I kind of even did one over there because I just couldn't help myself. Love affair with peonies. But yes, so I've been trying a few different techniques to do dahlias, and I was able to come up with this one, which I really liked, and kind of reflective over here as well, like the really nice, cute round ones. And then there's also the ones that are like, that have the long petals that look like fire almost. So you can see I've done them here. And I just think these ones are super pretty because, well, the version I saw had like yellows and pinks and like a peach. I was trying to think about what's a lighter version of orange peach. So I'm going to do this one today, and then I'll split this up in two videos. I think the next video will be the rounder ones, so you can have the best of both worlds. But this was my practice sheet, and I tried them all, and look how pretty it turned out. Like I'm actually kind of impressed with how it looks, even though it's just supposed to be like a test practice sheet. But all right, let's get started. So the colors that you need to prep for are, I would do like a brown mixed with like a darker orange for the center, and then have some yellows ready and a bunch of water and your pink as well, or red rather. All right, so I have mine ready, and so I'm going to start with the center. And what I'm going to do for the center is I'm just going to, oh, you can see I tried to do a test version right here, and that's how it came out. But yeah, let's get started. So what I would do is I'll just do the center and just dab away. And put in some orange as well. That was my brown, this is my orange. I'm going to keep on dabbing. So you get that. And I don't mind putting in a little bit of yellow too, why not? And then, now this next bit is the fun part. Then what I'm going to do is take a brush that's a little bit thicker like this and make sure it's well dipped in water, and just get a little bit of one of the light colors, either the peach or the orange, well, peach orange, same thing, or the pink I meant. And then from the center, I'm just going to do that. So like, again, I'm thinking click and drag. Press down and take it out. And then do it, and then you can put a little bit of darker orange in there, and it blends in. So that's the effect that you want. So again, I'm going to go with a lighter from the inside out. And you see how the pink and the yellow and the orange kind of blend in. That's the effect you want. So once again, you're dragging the colors from here with a very well water saturated brush, or a brush saturated with enough water that'll kind of make things spread around. And you just let the colors blend in like that. And it's kind of like creating leaves almost. It's the same motion that you would do. So this might take a little bit of practice for you, but honestly, they're so fun to do that I don't even think that you would think it's too much of a hassle. Okay, this one clearly needs more water. So if that happens, just get more water, put that back in, and let it go its merry way. All right, so this probably would require the same thing here. Again, it's key that the area is still fairly wet enough so that the colors can blend in nicely. Otherwise you lose it, and then it gets a little, like, it doesn't flow, it doesn't look as natural. And so I'm just gonna have to improvise a little because that dried up fairly quickly. And then I'm just going to go in the other areas and do this. So now these are coming out a little bit thicker than my version up here, but it's also because I haven't warmed up and I'm just doing it right away, almost like a freehand kind of. But if you practice a couple of times before you do it, you will find your groove and you can get the hang of it. Or even, you know, it's a flower, it's turning out well enough. This is also nice. And so don't sweat the small stuff, just go with the flow. And it's nice to sort of take color like this and take another color and go really close to it, and then it just blends in. Do you see the blending in? Again, it makes for super pretty. Let's try this one. Try the angle without hitting the camera. See that? Do you see the blend, how it happens? Again, it's something that's pretty and nice and romantic and, yeah, all the things that I love to see in my work. So I'm gonna keep on doing this. And I think this area is fairly dry. Oh, but it worked out pretty well. Now you want the motion to be from the in out, because when you do from the out in, you see what happens. Like, let me just show you. So if I do out in, this is what happens. The color comes in, and you kind of want the color to go out. Having said that, I mean, if you like the effect of the color going in better, then absolutely go with that. But my preference is just when I do it from the inside out. I also get like a more tapered edge at the tip. And so it just works really well for me that way. And now what I'm going to do is, like, as pretty as this is, like, you could leave it this way, or you could give it more definition. That's entirely up to you. I'm going to go in with the same brush and get a more saturated color. So, in other words, make sure that the color transfers darker as opposed to light and watercolory. And I am going to just do this. And again, you want to mix your yellows, you want to mix your pinks, you want to mix all those colors in so you're getting a nice blend. Kind of like that. And this is just signifying the layers, and you're adding depth. You're adding depth to your flower that didn't have it before. And like I said, it's totally optional. You might say, you know what, I really like how it looks light that way, and I don't want to ruin it by adding any more. And that's entirely up to you, but this is something I've realized in my paintings. Like, when you add a little bit of depth, it just adds that extra oomph to your painting in the overall look and feel. And I'm going in with like a little bit of a brown as well. And this is pretty much it. Like, this is how you would do it. Like, you know, just, I think it boils down to you practicing how to get the shape, the thin shape, and practicing a couple of times in your thicks and thins, because, you know, like I said, this one's so much thinner than this one, so really just go and practice and have fun with it, really. All right, I'm just gonna do, just for the sake of this tutorial, I will do some leaves as well, complete the portrait, so to speak. I'm trying to get a nice green, but I'm getting like a brown here, so just bear with me for a sec. I didn't really mix the green leaf color. I am doing that now. And let's do something like that. You mix in so remember the technique I was telling you about, going in with another color on the side and touching the edge that's already pretty damp? So here it is. We'll pull this down so you can see it better. Do you see that? Like, that is what really gets my creative juices flowing when I see stuff like that. So anyways, this is how it's going to be. And way too many leaves, obviously, but we all know I have an issue with letting go in terms of less is more, even though I'm always talking about less is more, and yet I cannot help myself. Anyone else have that? Or is it just me? It's probably just me. No, it's probably not just me. I'm sure there's some of you out there who have these little, what would you call it? Quirky, I guess? Sure. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there so it doesn't prolong this whole tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you found it useful and you're able to use it in your paintings. Thanks guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed and you really enjoy the tutorials, please do subscribe, as I will be trying to put out more tutorials as opposed to just once a month, which is what I was doing for 2017. My goal for 2018. Thanks guys. Bye.